I'm going to show you all the tools that you need for mobile repairing, tell you the use of the tools, if you really do need the tools or not. So my table might be small right here, but I have a lot of stuff here that you really do need to repair, especially if you are going into advanced troubleshooting. So I will go into the table then show you all the tools step by step. So stay tuned. I notice a lot of you guys watch, you don't like, you don't follow. Just make sure you give it a follow, because I don't upload anything other than uploading videos that you will watch and learn. So we are going to start with a big guy here, a microscope. Yeah, everyone knows the use of a microscope, right? So you use it to do microsoldering, do anything that has to do with micro view, you understand? So anything that has to do with micro view, we use our microscope. Like you see all the little jumpers, the reballing, we do using this. We do using our microscope, as you can see. And here we have the microscope camera. So you can use this microscope camera in a couple of ways. So either you are using it to extend it to your monitor. As you can see, I have my monitor right here. We have our video port right here. So either you want to extend the preview of the microscope to the screen. When you are working here, you can be looking at the screen, seeing what you are doing, while also looking at what you are doing right here. So also we have a USB port. I don't know if all the microscope camera will have the USB port, but this is very important, especially to someone who is a content creator like me. I work and I also record my videos using this port. So this camera, you record videos, also then you extend the view of the microscope to your screen. So also, as you can see, take a look at the microscope. Well, take a close look. So you adjust everything. You see all these areas, you adjust the view, adjust the zoom, all this, you arrange everything. So this thing that we have here is the light when we are working. Let me just switch it on so that you will see. You just switch it on. We have a control button here. You check right here, you will see that's the control button. You control the brightness of the light when you are working, just like that, and very smooth. So you can detach it. As you can see, we have the screw right here. So even if it goes bad, even if it stops shining, so even if the light stops shining, you can get a new one, then replace this one, or you can remove it up and fix them. Yeah, good to go. Then what we have here, we have a PCB holder. So this one is from YCS. I think a lot of you guys will know the guy here on TikTok. He's a professional, like a real professional. And he's from China. So this he stole. So very good one. I love it. Like it's very solid, as you can see. This is glass, and it's temperature resistant. It's high temperature resistant or temperature resistant, something like that. Feel me? So you can work. Yeah, I do everything right here with my rework station, and everything is good. So the next thing, we have this USB arm charger, and as you can see, this model is from Sunshine. This one is from Sunshine brand. So this is not just a charger. I know very well that a lot of you guys out here are using it just to charge your phone. You can basically use this to troubleshoot. In fact, I use this all day to troubleshoot. And I have a lesson in my new ebook that shows you how you can troubleshoot a phone using this. Like you can connect a dead mobile phone, check the arm reading, or a phone that is not charging, check the arm reading, and know exactly where you have to start troubleshooting the mobile phone. So this is not just a charger. You use this to troubleshoot a mobile phone. So with my new ebook, you have a lesson where you will learn how to use this, and just like that, very smooth. Then we have our soldering station. So this is my soldering iron. This is my soldering iron. You adjust the temperature here, and here we have the stand. Here we have the stand, and we have the soldering iron. A very good one. It's just like a pen, very light, and very good for micro soldering. Anyone who is doing micro soldering, you don't need a big soldering iron, and you don't need a soldering iron that is heavy. You get it? So yeah, this is the soldering iron, and as soon as you put in the soldering iron, as you can see, this is the temperature, and yeah, it's very hot. Once you remove it, in less than 10 seconds, you can just start soldering. So once you put it in, it's going to go down. If you check the temperature, you will see that it's going down. So it will go down to 0 and stop hitting up. So just like that, and very smooth. So here we have another big guy. So we call this rework station. So you see all the reballing that we do, changing of ICs, we do using this rework station. This is our rework station. You set the temperature, you set the air, then you set the mode. Right here, this is like a mode, like if you want it to jump to a particular air temperature and a particular heat temperature, then you can set it. We have 3 modes right here, and we have the handle here, and also we have the stand here. It also has something like a sensor. It has a sensor, like a kind of magnetic connection, something like that, because as soon as you put it inside, it's going to stop. It's going to stop, like as you can see. So let's remove it. Let me remove it right here. You see it's working, right? So as soon as I put it, then yeah, that's how it is. And if you check here, you will see that's the model. If in case you want to get the same tool that I have, let me just show you the models of the tools here. So you can just pick the number. Is the model of this soldering iron and the model of my microscope. So the next thing, we have our DC power supply, and this is the real thing. This is the real thing. Like, you can become so good in troubleshooting for mobile phone faults very fast using your DC power supply. I have this in my video courses. My new ebook covers up everything to learn about DC power supply. The current reading starting from when the phone is in standby mode, the current leakage when the phone is booting up, the CPU boot up section, the CPU boot up section, the processing section. You learn all that with a new ebook. So this is my laptop. I just put the laptop. Mostly I do unlocking using this laptop, and I've used schematics using this laptop. I just extend it to this screen, and when I want to use it here, use the screen here, just disconnect the HDMI, connect it here, and yeah, I do my work very smooth. So like I was saying, the DC power supply is very good to easily troubleshoot, connect the phone and know the particular section, the particular fault in the mobile PCB and how to troubleshoot. But if you don't know how to read, if you don't know how to setting this is very important. You set the current reading, you set the voltage. Reading the numbers is where you need to be able to know how to. If not, it will be useless. You will just be using the voltage supplying stuff. So in my new ebook, you learn what each number that you connect the phone and see on a DC power supply means. You understand? So if it's a no trigger fault, you see. If it's a current leakage, you see it. If it's a small current trigger, you see that right there. And we have this, very important as well. So you call this a boot cable. So what's the use? Let me just show you. So this is just like a battery. This is basically a battery with all the signal lines. So if you check, all these pins are battery connectors right here. So which means that if you are troubleshooting a phone, you will be able to get all these battery connectors, and they will act like the battery of the phone without lacking the signal. As you can see, they have 3 pins, which means that you can basically work with this without the phone telling you that it was showing any battery ID sign like restarting, because there is no battery ID. They all have the battery ID. So this is actually good. So it's called a boot cable. Let me show you the model. So that's the model right there. So I will show you the model of my DC power supply. That's my model. And yeah, we have this spray here. We have this spray here. You can clean stuff. I also use it at times to clean my mobile PCB, especially after heating or changing something. But I don't use it that frequently. But you can use it to clean stuff, as you can see right here. Just to clean things like laptops, but I use it also in a mobile PCB, especially when I'm working on a chip and I'm looking at the number, not being able to see even under the microscope. Once you spray this, the mobile PCB will have like a white color, and with the white color you will be able to easily see the numbers. Yeah, so that's it. And yeah, we have heat. Is it heat absorption tape? Something like that. I don't know what it's called, but I know that For example, if you are working on a particular section in a mobile PCB and you don't want heat to affect other ICs around or particular section in a mobile PCB, you can use this tape. Just place the tape on top of the IC or the section and you will be good. Once you are heating, the heat won't affect the IC. It's very good. Like, it doesn't even burn when you are heating it. And here I also have this PCB holder. I use this also. So this is good. You can see that's the model right there. You can pick the model. Okay, so here we have this tool. This is my IC polishing tool. So this tool, if you have seen my videos, you see me drilling the mobile PCB, you see me cutting the shield. To remove, I use this. So I don't know if you can see the name right there. So, but the name is IC polishing tool. So you can check, you will see something like this, or see other models, other brands. But the name is IC polishing tool. So it also have different tips right here. We have different tips, and I put the tips right here. Even though I removed the teaser from this, if you check here, you will see that these other tips are for the IC polishing tool. You see all these IC polishing tool, and this blade is for this. Very good, very solid. I mean, I love this. You will find yourself using this like almost every day when you are working. As you can see, and we have different blades. You can just turn it like this, remove it, change the tip, and we have other tips right here. So just like that, very smooth. So the next thing that we will take a look at is this. So this is a fan and also UV light to cure when you are doing jumper. So I will show you the glue that we use when using the UV light. So this other side is a fan, and you switch it on here. So very fast. Someone like me, when I'm working on a mobile PCB, hitting the mobile PCB, I don't want to leave the mobile PCB to cool down. There is no time. So I just turn on the fan. So it has 3 steps. I just turn on the fan, put it on the mobile PCB, and absorb the heat in the mobile PCB. And I'm going to test. So if you are doing jumper, I will show you this, the glue, so that later you won't confuse. So we have this, which is curing oil. So like I said, we have this, a fan and a curing light. So from the names, they are similar, right? So what we have here, let me just open it so that you will see. It's just like from the name, oil. So this is what you placed in the mobile PCB, then use the UV light to cure, and it becomes strong. So this is what we use when we are doing jumper in a mobile PCB. When you solder a cable, or maybe when you want to hold like the charging port, you can just use the curing oil, then use the curing light. Let me show you the curing light. Yeah, so this is it. So you just place like this and become strong, just like that, and very smooth. So I'm just going to put it here, and very important, a very nice cable for microsoldering. So you have seen the cable is very, very tiny. Let me see if you can even see how tiny this cable is. Like you can, so you see this little area, right? So that's how tiny the cable is. You might have been seeing me doing microsoldering with this cable, doing jumper, and it seemed like it's very big. It's very tiny and very good. So that's the name right there. It's from Sunshine. Very good. These are multimeters. Everyone should know this, but believe it, not everyone knows this. People who have been repairing, I've seen a lot of people going to shops, seen people repairing without having a multimeter. So you really do need this. As you can see, we have all these ranges right here. If you have been watching my videos, you will see me using all the ranges here to test how to test resistors, test the dial reading of your mobile phone, test voltage. I have a video on how to use your multimeter, and you learn this very detailedly in my course. So the reason why I have two multimeters. This is an expensive multimeter and this is a cheap multimeter, so I'm using this all the time. I have this just as a backup. Maybe the battery runs down and I don't have another battery, I can use this as a backup. So this is just a small multimeter. Okay, so let's come back with this. Here we have our soldering wire. It's a very good one also. You can see that's the name. And here we have our solder paste. So this is what we use to create balls in the user. So this is what we use to create balls when we are using stencil to ball ICs. Let me just open this and show you. So that's how it is. Mine is dry because I actually dried it off myself. I don't like it when it's too oily. Is it oily? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, just like that. So all these are paste. We have different types of paste right here. So we have this 180 degree paste and 180 degree paste, and we have this 138. Actually, I don't like this, but you do need this, especially when you are reballing an IC with a lot of components around the IC. You will need this because this one easily melts off the solder when you are reballing. But this one is good, but it takes time and it can also cause other open circuit in other ICs because you will have to hit along. But I use this most of the time. So coming back right here, we have this. Yeah, that's the name, that's the model. So very nice, very nice. You just pack stuff here. So you can see, yeah, I have my as you can see, I have my screwdriver right here. If you check, you will see my working table is always clean. That's because I have all this. I have everything organized. And yeah, we have this. We have I don't know what this is called. I have forgotten the name, but I use this to clean the mobile PCB. Very good. It's a type of chemical that I used to clean. It's very nice cleaning the mobile PCB. And here we have paste, CPU paste, thermal paste for CPU, mostly used on laptops. Yeah, that's it. So I have little things right here like screws and little stuff that I know that I need like frequently. And also, so you see this little area, we have a lot of things here. So if I check this, you will see we have all this stuff. So these are very good because when you are working, you will see that there are times that you need stuff like this just to do something. So what we have here, we call this soldering wick. You can also call it solder wick. So this is to remove solder in the mobile PCB. Like any electronic circuit, you use this to easily remove solder. If you have been watching my videos doing reballing, you will see that I use this after removing the IC. I use this soldering wick to clean the IC. We have rusin flux right here. So this rusin flux, if you have seen the white spray that I spray when finding shorts in a mobile PCB, I use this. And also I use this at times when it comes to reballing. I just spray a little in the section that I want to put the IC in, so that when I'm reballing the IC won't be shaking. And it's also good when working with solder, so it's also good. That's the same thing. And here we have different brush. We have different brushes right here. We have different brushes. This one is iron. I use this most of the time. So if you're doing anything, brushing anything really hard, you use these. These are very hard brushes. And yeah, this one very good. I use this most of the time. I use this one especially to clean my stencil, in which I'm going to show you soon. Yeah. So I would recommend all technicians to have this screwdriver. You can just take a screenshot. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name, but if you take a screenshot, then use Google Lens, you will see the name. It's very good. It's the original stuff, just like that. And yeah, we have these cutters right here, very good, especially when we are removing the shield in a mobile PCB. You can just cut it out and use it to do a lot of stuff also. So let me just remove all of these. We have a lot of stuff here which are important. So we have tweezers. You need to have different, if you want to do everything smoothly, you need to have different types of tweezers. So as you can see, you need to have different types of tweezers. Yeah, this also a blade. I don't know where the tip is. It's a blade, and we have all this. We use all this when working, doing micro soldering, reballing, lifting of ICs. You see all these, use them to lift up ICs. I also use them to place solder in an IC in the stencil when I'm doing reballing. All this is them to lift up ICs and more. So if you can see, I have different types of scissors, and here we go. We have stencils here. You see what I use to reball ICs. This is what I use. I have a lot of them here. I think over 20 stencils here. And if you are repairing Android phones, you will need a lot of stencils, because there are still phones that when I get maybe your CPU repair, CPU reball, then yeah, I will check and still I won't see the stencil here. And those CPUs, and for those CPUs that have and for those CPUs with capacitors in between the points, you cannot use the universal stencil. So this is what I call a universal stencil. You can use this when reballing smaller ICs, if in case you don't have a specific stencil that can go for that IC. So let's see. So take a look. You see all those boxes right there. I put stuff inside just to make everything clean. You see all these boxes, I put phones, scrap PCBs inside just to make everything clean. So you might be wondering where I'm keeping stuff. All this, I put stuff inside. Put phones inside here just to keep everything clean, and that's how you keep your working table clean. And I'm also going to show you my setup. As you can see, I create videos, right? The videos that you watch, I need all this for you to enjoy the videos that you are watching. And yeah, so like I always say, I work from home. This is my room. I edit my videos here. I do everything, every software work here, like editing videos, but not unlocking. I don't unlock using my PC here. So this is my PC, and I have fun also. I play my game here. I do everything online here. So this is my room. I have fun here. I do all the works here, right here. Don't forget to get my courses from the link in the video description or from the link on my bio if in case you want to learn mobile repairing, starting from the basics to the professional level of troubleshooting. And also don't forget to get my new book. I have the soft copy on my website. And yeah, just like that, you can get the basic level course, the professional level course, and the ebook. And I tell you what, even if you are sitting at home, you will learn how to troubleshoot. And when you get your tools, what will be left for you to do will be to practice. And that's how it is. So thank you, follow me, and see you soon.